everyone. Welcome to Coffee and Conversations with AMR Elite Realtors with Taylor Properties. I am Alicia Richardson.
And I am Juanita Winky Kennedy.
And we have today with us Mr. Bill Saunders of Caliber Home Loans. Yay!
Yes.
Thanks for having me, ladies. I'm honored to be with you today. This is great.
Thank you for being with us. So this morning, Juanita, we were going to talk about, some of the market updates, give a little market update, and then we're going to have Mr. Saunders tell us about this lending, all this going on in the
all this great stuff that Bill has going on. He's ready for you to take your loan application so you can get that house.
Yeah, so these numbers might help you. So one of the things I did find out is last month, mortgage applications have had a slight increase. So people are buying homes, okay? Mm-hmm. So for Charles County, this is interesting information. I'm going to give you the active, which means houses that are currently on the market, properties that are coming soon, properties that are under contract or pending to go to closing, and the properties that have closed within the last 30 days. So listen to this.
And you'll be amazed. So don't think that people aren't buying homes, because this is going to prove to you that they are. They are not delaying putting in mortgage applications, and they are not delaying getting ready to purchase a home. So give us that news, Alicia.
Absolutely. So if you want to sell your home, you can still sell your home, okay?
Exactly.
So Charles County, currently active, we have 273 homes. This is as of this morning. All of these are as of this morning. Coming soon, we have 38 properties. Under contract, there are 383 properties. And within the last 30 days, 211 properties closed.
People are buying houses.
And that's Charles County. So this is very interesting. Prince George's County, 714 active properties. 112 coming soon. 1,395 homes are currently under contract, set to close.
PG County is selling houses.
Yes, ma'am. And they closed within the last 30 days, 744 homes.
Wow.
That's some news right there, right?
Yeah. So now, DC. Now, all of these different places have different,
demographics and all of that. Yeah.
Have different incentives that, Mr. Bill could tell us about them. But still, these numbers are kind of really.
The proof is in the pudding.
You didn't expect these numbers.
That's right.
So active in Washington, D.C., 1,762 properties. Coming soon, 102 properties. Under contract, 1,012 properties, and closed in the last 30 days, 713 properties.
Homes are selling. People are buying. You must put your hat in the ring and get going to move forward.
Yes. It looks like, and Mrs. Sanders, you can tell us too whether you're seeing it. At one point, there was such a fear of purchasing. But now it looks like, things are changing and they are about to purchase.
Yeah. So here's what my take on this as a mortgage lender. We average anywhere between 65 to 80 new applications per month, and that's just applications that I have coming in. And we did see a little bit of a dip in that, probably during that March to May window. We saw applications could drop by about 10-15%. And I think a lot of people were really just kind of anxious about interest rates, and we had limited inventory, going on. So there's a couple of different variables that kind of went into that dip. But what we've seen now, and traditionally we see this all the time, in particular in the summertime, we see these months, this June, May, June, July, August, September. That's the period, and that's our Super Bowl season. That's when we're in the playoffs in the real estate world, right?
That's true.
So we see people are moving during this time, and I've seen an uptick in applications by about 25 to 30%. I want to say last month we took 110 applications, for all prospective new buyers that want to get out there and purchase. And I think part of the reason we saw that dip was obviously seasonal, right? That the spring season got a little slow start, and they got that slow start because the rates had become higher than what people were accustomed to. We saw in 2020 to 2021, just, unusually low interest rates as a result of the pandemic, right? So everybody had gotten in their mind that they were going to get this 2.5%, 3.5% interest rate. And unfortunately, that just wasn't reality. It was fabricated as a result of a catastrophic event being COVID-19, right? So
Right.
now we're out of that, and the market has kind of gone back to what it was prior to COVID-19, but people's mentality of what they were willing to accept as reality just wasn't there. So to think that they had to take a 5.75% or a 6.5% interest rate just seemed astounding to the average consumer. Well, what I've seen in the last 2 months, in particular, 3 months, people are identifying with that this is normal now. They're starting to come to grips with, all right, this is a real interest rate. This is kind of what it is, and they're not focusing so much on the rate as much as they're focusing on the payment. And as long as the comfort level in the payment is meeting their demand and their expectations, they're proceeding with purchasing the home. Because at the end of the day, you buy that brand new house and you've got your garage that you can put your car in. Maybe you've got a beautiful pool in the backyard and you're sitting out on your back deck, watching your kids swimming and playing their pool. You're not thinking about your interest rate. You're thinking about the happiness that home is giving you, right? And as long as you're comfortable with the payment, that's really all that matters to most folks.
Exactly.
Right.
And
Yeah.
then what I always say is you marry the mortgage and you date the rate, because the rate can always change. As long as you keep your credit score intact, you can always refinance at some point, even though, regardless of what rate that you get. And then there's a lot of things that the lenders are doing to make it a little bit more affordable for people because of the rate. Maybe you can talk a little bit about that.
Well, I'm going to talk first about what you first said, which is, marrying the rate, dating the rate, and marrying the house. The reality is that every industry expert is predicting that the rates are going to come back down in the next 12 to 24 months. We're going to see opportunities for that. And one of the things that we're doing to incentivize consumers to purchase homes at Caliber Home Loans is, because we're a loan servicing company, we're offering everybody who purchases a house between January 1st of this year and December 31st, ready for this, of 2024, we're waiving all of the lender fees on their refinance when the market rates do drop and they're able to refinance.
Oh, that is awesome. All right. I like that. I like to hear that, Bill.
Now tell us a little bit more about Caliber Home Loans.
Yes.
Well, we are a servicing company, and a lot of people don't understand what that means, and why that's important to a consumer is it means that we're not going to sell your loan on the secondary market. So how many times have you heard all these horror stories about people they apply for a mortgage, they get their loan, they buy their house, they sign all their paperwork, and then somewhere in the fine print, it says that the mortgage company has the right to sell the mortgage. Probably 95% of mortgage companies out there will sell a consumer's mortgage on the secondary market to another investor. So I've seen and heard horror stories from consumers where they call me and say, hey, I had this late on my mortgage that happened 6 months ago. It was because my mortgage company transferred my loan to another mortgage company, and I didn't know about it. I got it in the mail. I thought it was junk mail. I threw it away. I made my payment to the wrong company. Come to find out it was late, and now my credit has taken a beating because of that. Well, one of the things that is a benefit to a consumer that does business with me at Caliber Home Loans is that not only will I provide you with the mortgage at the time that you're purchasing your house, we're also going to service that loan. So until you sell that house or refinance with another company, which you likely won't, you'll probably come back to me. That loan is going to be with you, and your mortgage statement is going to have all of my contact information on it every month. You're going to have an app as a consumer that's going to let you pay from the app on your phone, and it's going to have my contact information with hyperlinks to email, call, or go back onto my website. So that's a huge benefit that we have as a servicing company to help our customers. And again, the biggest advantage right now is that we're offering that opportunity where we're going to waive all of the lender fees, and that's going to save consumers a couple $1,000s in the cost of a refinance when the market does shift back and the opportunity to refinance is available to them.
That's good.
That's good. Really good news.
That's good.
And that's really, and that's one of the things that, even with my first time home buyers, I always tell them to kind of call and reach out to the mortgage company when you get, and so that way, if they do sell it, sign the mortgage, whatever they do, that they are aware, because if you call them, a lot of times you don't have to worry about the mail. But first time home buyers, sometimes they don't think that, that you do get a lot of mail. When you first get a home, you get all kind of alarm companies, you get all kind of car companies. And depending on the mail situation, even if it's late, if you pay that mortgage late, your credit can take a really big hit, even
Absolutely.
if you're a first-time
Right.
home buyer.
Absolutely.
And that's unfortunate, you know?
Well, and speaking of credit, you started by asking or speaking about, getting your credit improved in order to refi. A lot of times when people take on a new mortgage loan and they make their payment for, that first 6 months or 12 months that they're making those payments as agreed, all they're doing is they're improving their credit score during that period as well.
Right.
And that's going to help them to qualify for a better interest rate when the opportunity to refi comes around too. So I've taken clients that I've worked with that maybe they had some marginal credit. They might have been in the low 600 to 650 range. And maybe they took a higher interest rate as a result of that lower credit score. But then buying that house really helped establish a credit profile for them by making those timely mortgage payments. And then the opportunity to refinance into a lower payment happens organically simply because of the improvement in credit score simply by having a mortgage.
Right.
Oh, that's right. That's
Yeah.
good news too.
Yeah.
Because if you can bring up the mortgage, you definitely can get a lower rate. I always tell my people anyway, I'm like, look, if your credit score is not that great, you can get a mortgage no matter what your credit score is. And that's one thing people don't understand.
Right.
You can have a 400. You're just going to pay a whole bunch of money to borrow that money.
Yeah.
Which is what we don't want to do. We want to get you in a good financial situation instead of putting you into a situation where you can't swim. So that's the thing there. Yeah.
I like what you said there, because really at the end of the day, and I know both of you ladies and myself included, we're all about helping people. And it's not just, and by purchasing a home, you're helping people to level up, like really increase and grow wealth and increase opportunity. I saw some stats recently that said that and I'll have to find it specifically, but I want to say that the consumer who owns a home has a 40 to 60% greater overall wealth than somebody who is renting. I mean, think about that. The longevity.
And when they're renting, they're paying someone else's mortgage.
Oh yeah,
they're paying a mortgage now.
Helping somebody else become wealthy.
Not their own.
No doubt.
The difference. That's the difference.
You're right.
Yeah. So you know what, Bill? We thank you so much for coming on today and telling us all about all of these great things about lending. And tell us how they can get in touch with you so that they can actually put in an application for a mortgage. Well,
the best way to get in contact with me is directly by my cell phone. I'm at 301-440-9102. And if they want to take it a step further and explore the opportunity for, submitting an application just to see where they stand. Typically, the way my process works is once the application's been completed, I get notified immediately. And they can visit my website at dmvloanofficer.com, like DC, Maryland, Virginia loanofficer.com. Once the application's been completed, I'll reach out to them within 24 to 48 hours. And then what we're going to do is we're going to schedule a Zoom call. We're going to have a Zoom consultation that I refer to as our discovery meeting. And that's when I'm going to talk to the consumer about all of the things that might be available to them as far as mortgages are concerned and show them their options. But here's the most important part. I'm going to discover what their financial goals are during this meeting. I want to know from that customer, that home buying prospect, what their comfort level is in a monthly payment, what their expectations are financially as far as down payment, if we can get them any kind of down payment assistance programs, things like that. But we're mainly going to focus on their payment comfort level, and I'm going to let them know what that equates to in a sales price. So once we've identified all of that and we've had them meet all the qualifying standards, then at that point, we hand them back to you as real estate professionals. And that's when the fun starts. You get to take them out and start showing them properties and writing contract offers. And again, helping that customer to become a homeowner.
Right.
Exactly.
So everyone, you need to understand that you need to have experienced people in your corner. You want to experience licensed realtor, not just a real estate agent, a realtor.
Exactly.
And you also want to have an experienced mortgage broker, branch manager, person on your side. So I'm going to let Mr. Saunders float his boat real quick. You know what? Tell us your accolades. Give it to us.
Give it to us. Put your own horn.
I'll break my shoulder, patting myself on the back over here, and I'm not embarrassed about that either, because I work hard.
You shouldn't be.
Yeah, I work hard to help a lot of people, and I've been helping home buyers and real estate agents and their customers for the past 20 years in the DC, Maryland, Virginia communities. I'm licensed in DC, Virginia, Maryland. I'm also licensed in Delaware and Pennsylvania. We've extended our reach a little bit in the last 2 years to those 2 additional states. I've got a completely dedicated staff of team that works behind me very diligently to help everybody to become a homeowner. We each have a specific role in the process. And I'm really proud to say that for the past 4 years, I've ranked personally in the top 1% of all mortgage loan originators in the country. Okay. So that's a pretty big deal. And just recently was named by Washingtonian Magazine as a top mortgage professional for 2023.
That's excellent.
All right. Congratulations, Bill.
So like I said, yes, congratulations, but you do need to have a good person on your side. Right. You don't get all those accolades. You don't get to pat yourself on the back if you're not doing it the right way.
Right. Okay. And in this business, experience.
Yes. It means a lot. It means a lot because we all work off of referrals. So True. That's our biggest compliment. You know, just even if you don't advertise or anything like that, when you get a referral, that's saying that, hey, I love the way this person worked with me. I love their professionalism. I love what they did. And I want you to experience what I experienced. And that is a wonderful compliment.
Exactly.
So to get that compliment and then get the accolades and all of the criteria and everything to go with it, Washingtonian, great job. I'm very proud to say I know you.
All right.
Thank you. Yeah. So you guys, listen, you ladies are great. And again, your reputation, you know, it speaks volumes in our Southern Maryland community, DC, Maryland, Virginia communities as well. And I know you guys care about your clients, and I think that's the most important ingredient. Yeah, it really is.
At AMR Elite Realtors with LLC with Taylor Properties, we love our clients.
Yes.
Make no mistake, as far as assisting our clients, we have gone so far as to assist to making sure that the contract went through in various ways. To as far as the home warranty,
yes,
you know, hey, that's not a problem. With our first-time home buyers, we don't want them to move into a home and a week later the refrigerator or something, one of the appliances breaks. And then they're like, oh my goodness, I was ready to pay the mortgage, but I wasn't ready to buy the refrigerator.
Right.
And so there's many ways that we assist, and our clients can tell you, and then you can look at our reviews.
Yeah.
If you want to know. So the thing about it is, in this business, like she said, referrals are everything. I want my people to come back to me again, over and over again. I want to be their lifetime realtor.
Yeah, absolutely.
Their lifetime realtor.
Yeah, and their family's realtor.
Exactly. And their friends too. Right. How about that?
But yeah, so as you can tell, we love the industry that we work in. We love our partners that we work with. I mean, you have to have the right people on your side. We all make one another look good. But what makes us look even better is our clients. We love our clients. We're thankful for our clients. We are thankful for, as I said, our vending partners, and that you took the time out this morning immediately, just like that, to chime in and be with us this morning.
We are grateful, right?
Yes.
My pleasure. It really is.
And you share some great information. As always, you'll be able to find Mr. Saunders' information on www.amrelite.com. That's our website. We'll also be posting this, you know, on our Facebook Live for everyone to see it. And it'll also be on our YouTube page. The information is there for you to go back to and, you know, look at it, get your notes, get the information to contact anybody that's here.
And don't be afraid to throw your hat in the ring and purchase a home. Now is the time.
Yes.
Now is the time. Don't wait. I have so many people saying, well, I'm going to wait till December. Well, good luck.
Well, let me tell you something. I'm glad you said that, because here's what's happening right now. We're seeing home values are increasing every month, every year. So in the last 2 years, we've seen close to an 11 to 12% increase in home values. So many people are saying, I'm going to wait for prices to come back down. Guess what? They're not coming down. Home values are still going up, right?
Then
you have you got another group of people who are saying, well, I'm going to wait for the interest rates to drop. Well, guess what? They're in a big group of people who are doing that. And as soon as the rates do come down, guess what happens then? It's going to be like the running of the bulls in Spain. Every home buyer out there is going to be racing to go buy a house.
And then it's so true.
And the competition is going to be so severe.
It's fierce right now. Competition is fierce right now, because for 5,000 homes, you have 500,000 people looking. So, you know, and the prices have upticked because inventory is less.
Yeah,
exactly.
Now you have buyers that are making higher offers than the list price.
Exactly.
It's still happening.
It's
and
still
you
happening.
still have multiple offers coming in. So if they wait for the interest rate to drop, that's only going to cause a problem because the property value is going to go up even more. The list
So
price
guess what?
is going to escalate again.
If you bought a house last year, you now have 6%, 6 to 8% equity in that property, right?
Right.
Now, and you still have the opportunity to refinance. And again, we talked about waiving all the lender fees here at Caliber Home Loans. So that's going to save a couple $1,000s. So think about the comparison of the minimal cost of refinancing after you've had this 6 to 8% equitable gain, and then being able to refinance into a lower rate and improve your payment. Why wait?
Right.
Why wait? Put yourself in that situation. Just buy it now and then refi when the opportunity presents itself to, while you're gaining equity and you're not just wasting money by paying somebody else's mortgage when you're paying your monthly rental payment.
Yeah, because paying that rent is even going up. So it's like, why do I want to keep paying somebody else's mortgage payment and this amount that I'm paying, and I can buy my own and probably pay less?
Right.
That's the other thing. Yeah.
So don't delay, guys. Call Bill today. He's waiting on your call. He is waiting on your call. So what are we, Alicia?
We are reliable realtors.
Providing exceptional service.
No need to go far.
Come on down to AMR. We love you guys.
Thank you so much for chiming in today. I do have a listing coming up. It's coming soon. It'll be live tomorrow in Sterling, Virginia. It's a 2-bedroom, 1-bath condo. Very cute, very quaint. Some upgrades have been done, new appliances, that type thing. If you're interested, check out the website. It'll be on there. I hope to hear from someone soon. Juanita, it's always great to be with you, Mr. Bill. I really appreciated your time. And you all be blessed and have a wonderful time, a wonderful week, wonderful month. Until we see you again.
All righty. Put your loan applications in.